Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you from wherever you are listening in from. It is your host Diego Ife, and you are listening to the Boon podcast Second Africa Bulletin. So we have news from 4 countries on the agenda. Going to run through it as quickly as we can. The first on the agenda is in Nigeria, where a $250 million investment into Nigeria Air, it's a proposed airline, has been thrown into doubt courtesy of an injunction that was placed by a Nigerian court. And according to comments made by Nigeria's aviation minister, Hadi Sirikia, it is believed that this is a decision that the federal government knew nothing of, and it has also been labelled as an irrational decision. Moving on from there, in South Africa, there has been much furore as a result of President Cyril Ramaphosa's decision to award contracts to a number of Chinese construction firms. Now, according to the South Africa's Institute for Civil Engineering, president of the institute, that is Professor Marianne van der Schuren, has claimed that this is going to be very costly to the South African economy. It may result in the loss of 13,000 jobs and a very high cost of 15.3 billion rand as a result of this decision. There is also other businesses that would be providers of raw materials, locally sourced materials, and also their participation in these projects is also thrown into doubt. There may be some implications as a result, and expect the debate and the controversy to ensue moving forward. Now, the next on the agenda is developments in Rwanda, where Zola Electric have been the first company of its kind to distribute mini grids, whereby they provide electricity to up to 1,000 people within access of that grid. That will help clinics, schools, buildings, and homes, up to 1,000 people. New development, it's been rolled out over a 10-month period, 3 phases, and actually went live on the 22nd of September, news of which was released just recently. Now, moving on to Ghana, according to President Nana Akufo-Addo, the current state of affairs in Ghana is unprecedented, and it is the culmination of a malevolent set of events coming together, much of which can be attributed to the COVID lockdown, at least the fallout from that, and also the Russo-Ukraine war and the implications that it has had for a number of countries globally. Growth is anticipated to be 3.5% GDP as of this year, which is in contrast to the average of over 6% between 2000 and 2019. Ghana has actually gone from actually being seen as a emergent country, a economic success story for that matter, to one which is finding itself quite laboured in the economic space. And moreover, it is one of the worst performing currencies against the dollar in 2022, and it has reached I believe it is a 15-year high. Now, it is anticipated that up to 47% of Ghana's government revenue will be used to service those cost implications, of course. And also, Ghana of late have been in discussions with the IMF to access $3.5 billion to stabilize its financial situation. Sticking on Ghana, of course, Junior Finance Minister Charles Adu Boehen, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, has lost his job as a result of being implicated in the receiving of bribes for gold mines. Ghana is the second largest gold producer on the continent, and of course you can imagine the controversy that has come from that. So he has found himself on the hook, and there has been discussions, or should I say suggestions, that there may be a boycott of the budget reading in the event that he would not be removed from his post. So thank you for listening. I have tried to run through this as quickly as I can. I'm testing this out, so do forgive some of my should I say speech, kind of what's the word I'm looking for here, interruptions and what have you. Yeah, thank you for listening in. Have a good day, and until the next time, peace. We are out.